Bitcoin surged close to 7% today from 68,000 to 73,000. There were two main catalysts driving Bitcoin's surge. First, I wrote a Substack article on the Trump conflict playbook. We've seen this numerous times with the tariffs from last year and the Greenland drama from January, where the administration talks tough at the very beginning, almost too tough, ramps up pressure, allows some short-term economic pain in the economy and markets, but then also watches the market. With tariffs, Trump watched bond yields spiking. And in this case with Iran, Trump's and the administration's measure is oil prices. So, and then, pretty much in this case, it started as maximum pressure with the naval fleet in the region. That didn't lead to, that wasn't a negotiating breakthrough, unfortunately. So he ramped up the pressure, and we had the strikes on Iran and their leadership. And, oil spiked in the $80 range. And then the administration was watching the oil market. So they started to have some rhetoric saying that, they could, because the Strait of Hormuz was effectively closed, which is 20% of the world's oil shipments go through the Strait of Hormuz. So the administration was saying that they're going to have some escorts through the strait. There's going to be some, insurance kind of coverage from the administration. And then you also hear things about back channel communication between the administration and Iran from third parties. So there's an off ramp there. So that helped the, risk on sentiment in the stock market and Bitcoin. And then also we have good news on the Clarity Act for Bitcoin. The administration and President Trump posted on Truth Social, pretty much getting directly involved, that the big banks are holding the Clarity Act hostage right now. What the Clarity Act is it pretty much allows crypto companies to, and their stable coin, the stable coin, to offer higher yield, which would be good for consumers, because right now savings accounts at banks offer really low yields, and stable coins is a great competitive alternative with higher interest and higher yield. Banks are making record profits, and they don't like this because they don't want a better product that'll compete, that'll be competition for them. But the president directly got involved and called that out, and this could create more rules of the road, create a clear regulatory roadmap so that the innovation doesn't go overseas and to China, and create good distinction between which Bitcoin assets are commodities versus securities.